Yo, 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 tubers, what up? We back for some more drafting on Arena. Doing a little more of the Baldur's Gate, just getting some more practice with the format for the upcoming qualifier day 2 or excuse me, whatever. So even though it's going to be sealed for the qualifier, just getting some draft practice and changing things up. Felt like a good idea to me. Anyways, let's jump into our pack. Open the Wanty Scale Shield. Permanents you control get hex. This card is fine. Don't think it's first pick worthy. It's a decent way to protect your creatures from like a trick. It's okay as a combat trick to give all your opponent or all your creatures hexproof and indestructible, but I don't think it's a first pick worthy card. We have 3 solid uncommons here: Meteor Golem, Battlecry Goblin, and Grim Wanderer. And then we have probably my choice, the Priest of Ancient Lore. I think this is the best card in the pack. I've been told white is the best for draft in this format. Again, this is maybe my 4th or 5th draft of the format overall. I haven't done much drafting, just mainly focusing on the sealed, but I do think Priest of Ancient Lore is just way too good of a card overall to pass. Into a second pick that really doesn't have anything that I'm super excited about. I'm probably going to end up taking the Red Dragon, but I don't think it's like crazy by any means. It's just a solid card. 6 mana 4/4 flyer, ETB pings the opponent. Pretty good with any of the flicker effects if you can get those. But yeah, not the best pack. We're not taking the white card here. I don't think Flaming Fist Officer is anything exciting. Bunch of random green cards, but I think the dragon makes the most sense. I don't know. Pack didn't seem very powerful. Third pick, though, we have a 2-handed axe. I've been happy with this one in sealed. Nice little combat trick on the front side, and then the equipment side of things is powerful, although it is slow. Then we have a Swashbuckler Extraordinaire, nice little dragon here that gives you a lot of value. 3 mana 2/2 makes a treasure baseline, and then you can sack a treasure when you attack to give a creature double strike. I like Orb for the slower, dirtily decks, but I don't think that's the right choice here. Unicorn's nice for the life link decks or life gain decks. Spawn is solid, just a common. I don't really mind taking the Extraordinaire after taking Red Dragon, just 2 red cards in a row. I'd rather take Navigation Orb and do some spicy things, but I think that makes sense. Ooh, okay. So I've had a ton of success with Sarevok in sealed. I think this card is pretty darn good. It just makes any of your creatures a huge legitimate threat, especially if you're activating the black specialize where it puts 3 copies of a creature in your graveyard. That being said, we do have a Thrakkus here, which I've never drafted this card, but it is good in the dragon deck, and we already have 2 red dragons, so could try doing some like red-green dragon nonsense just to change things up. Oh, you know what? There's also a Sewer Plague here. I didn't even see that. I guess the black cards are the best cards in this pack. Maybe that's a bigger signal than Thrakkus. Okay, yeah, I'll just take the Sarevok. Wow, that is very strange. This is a 5th pick Uthgard Fury. This is just a 4 mana, or sorry, a 4 damage burn spell for 3. I don't know why that's still here 5th pick, but that's going to be our choice. Mist Dragon's quite good. 5 mana 4/5 flyer that taps something down and locks it down. Squadron's okay. Some other playables for sure, but yeah, again, I don't know what that's still doing in the pack. Ooh, Baldur's Gate. Another Sewer Plague here too. Yeah, we might just be going red-black, huh? Sewer Plague's really good. I think Ambition's Cost would probably end up being really good in this deck too if we just end up getting a bunch of removal spells, but red-black seems to be the way to go here. I like the Craving of Yenogu. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I don't think we're going to take it here. I think I'd rather just have the early game Shambling Ghast. If we're going to end up in red-black, this will have a lot of synergy with a lot of the sacrifice effects, especially like, oh god, I can't remember what it's called. The 2-mana instant sack something. Dispute? Something like that. Deadly Dispute, yeah. And I think we even passed a Deadly Dispute in pack 1, so maybe there's a chance that we take the Ghast here and wield a Deadly Dispute that I passed. Don't really care for Horde Robber, but Bone-Colored Cleric seems just like a good value 2-drop. Paladin's a good solid 2-drop as well, but obviously we'll just take the black card. That was pick 8, so the Deadly Dispute would be in the next pack if we do end up wheeling it. I think I've read the signals pretty well here, though. Didn't wheel the Deadly Dispute, but we did get the Incessant Provocation back. Okay. And this is going to be the place where you want to take this, right? Red-black. Red-black sacrifice is still a thing. Although I don't have any of the sacrifice effects yet. I think this is the only card that makes sense taking. Okay, Genasi Rabble-Rouser has been a solid 2-drop for me. Any of these double team cards that are like fine by themselves just are pretty solid. Because you can duplicate and rather get an extra copy of them, right? Clutches is okay. I don't know if we're going to be main decking that. I think we find some prisoners here, because there are a decent number of artifacts you want to blow up, and then it can just turn into value otherwise, although I'm not sure we're going to end up playing it as we get a second one. Don't think we want that equipment either. Okay, so not a bad first pack. I think we definitely found a good lane to be in. Was the open Fiend Lash. This is another one that I don't think is that good. 2 mana to cast, 3 to equip. The creature gets +2/+0 and has reach. Whenever the creature is dealt damage, it deals damage equal to its power to target player or planeswalker. So, I mean, it seems like just a worse version of maybe that Orcus's Wand or whatever. It means that they can't just chump perpetually, and blocking does eventually get awkward, but it's so slow. Like, the Kobold Warcaller has just been super impressive, although I don't have that many creatures yet, and I don't know how aggressive we're getting. I think I'd rather just take the Kobold Warcaller, though. Wow, Baba Saga is super nice, too. Do we take Mind Spike over Baba Saga? I guess there's a Gate to Tumble Down that's just a free roll if we want to. I've had this in sealed, though, and it's not too hard to just get some crappy creature you can sacrifice a land, and then sacrifice any number of, like, treasures or whatever, you know, an artifact. Just for huge value. How many treasure production cards do I have right now? Like 1? Just the Shambling Ghast. It's safest just to take the land, but I could see trying to take the Baba Saga and splashing it. We'll go for the higher upside play, I think. Strider here, no. Probably Dragon's Fire. This is a good pack. Too many cards that we would want to take. The Fire, the Rabble-Rouser, the Hobgoblin, and maybe even the Navigation Orb if I end up splashing the Baba. But yeah, this looks like a Dragonfire to me. Not close. Another Craving. There's another Sewer Plague here. Gonna end up taking that over Navigation Orb. It's also a Underseller Myconid, if maybe somehow we dipped into green. Traverse the Outlands. Search your library for the X basic lands where X is the greatest one. That's cute, although I don't think it's very good. We have a Sepulchre Ghoul here. One of those sacrifice effects that we're really looking for to go along with our Incessant Provocation, so easy, easy pickup. This is the bad thing, right? It's a Mythic, but it ain't good. We have another Shambling Ghast here, or a Manticore. Still don't have any Deadly Disputes, but I think the Ghast makes sense. More treasure production. Ooh, Eldritch. Oh, there's also a Prophetic Prism here. I think this card is really nice. Oftentimes you're just killing the opponent with this, because by the time you cast it, players have usually traded off a bunch of resources, and then you can just hit them for like 10 or something. The safe pick, though, is Prophetic Prism for the Baba Saga, but I think the Eldritch Pact, especially in Sealed, is really good. I think for our draft deck, though, we'd rather take the Prism, so that's what I'm going to do. Reckless Barbarian. I don't think we're going to be playing that, but it's, like, fine. Creature count is 10 right now. If nothing else, this deck has decent removal. We have Provocation, Double Plague, Fury, Dragonfire. What are we looking for? I guess more ghouls and more provocations or something? Who knows? I guess the priest is probably still splashable too if we get enough other fixers. Oh, I hope I'm not timing out here. It looks like that person just got a pack, so... You can never be too careful on Arena. I have seen disconnects before and then you miss your pick or whatever, but it looks like that person's getting packs stacked up on them. Alright, here we go. On the wheel, we did get the provocation on the wheel too. Lulu on the wheel is also kind of spicy. It did look like white was being passed to us from this direction, so I do expect to get a lot of good cards again in pack 3. Wield the Mind Spike too, I do like that. Okay, last packs or last picks don't really matter here, it looks like. Alright, on to pack 3. Open Kindred Discovery, but not the card you want to see. In fact, this pack is really bad for us. I mean, there's another Incessant Provocation, but I don't have enough ways to sacrifice. I would need like 3 ghouls to make me want to run, you know, 3 provocations. 2 is even questionable as it is anyways. But what else are we taking here? I guess 2-handed axe we could take. That's not very exciting. Ugh. Bad pack. I guess we'll take the axe. I don't even know if I'm going to end up running it, but provocation wheeled last time and we already have 2, so might not even need it, you know? Another Bobula Saga. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess. I mean, it is a good card. So now we need to pick up a few more artifacts or more ways to produce treasure. I'm passing a Prowler here, which is a pretty good 2-drop. Another Plague, Trap Finder. Okay, well, let's take Baba number 2. See if we can get some more... Oh man, more treasure production. Black Dragon, Dragonfire, Hobgoblin. My creature count is 11. Can I really pass a Dragonfire, though? Ah, this is kind of tough. Dragonfire versus Black Dragon. I guess I have a lot of ways to kill cheap stuff already. I'll go with the big dragon here instead. There's a Grim Bounty or an Ambergris. Another Incessant Provocation too. What does this one do? That's just fine. Let's go with Grim Bounty. This one makes a treasure, so it works with a double Bobula Saga. Can't go wrong with more treasures. Don't... I guess with 2 Shambling Guests, maybe Chain Devil's worth running. But currently we're cutting both provocations and we're just doing more like red-black. I don't really count the Chain Devil as a combo with the Incessant because that requires 8 mana to do. That's another Black Dragon here and another Plague. Sheesh, we could have had these like 5 Sewer Plagues if we wanted to. I mean, maybe Shambling Ghast is right with double Bobula Saga because when these die I can make a treasure, you know? But it feels like I'd rather just take another big dragon. Oh, there's another Prism too. Beautiful. We really, really wanted that. It's more fixing for our Babas. And, yeah, an artifact to sacrifice later to them. Okay, some good green stuff going around. Draconic Lore there too as we pick up a Beetle. Is that what the deck looks like? Oh, maybe we can play Navigation Orb too. This is really slow ramp, though, and I don't know if it makes sense in this deck, but... Trap Finder Wield, Seek Mana. I don't know if we're going to be playing that. What doesn't make sense in this deck? I guess the Find Some Prisoners is not too spicy. Might actually just want to run the Battle Axe, or whatever, the Two-Handed Axe is another artifact for Baba as well, right? That doesn't seem awful. I guess this Navigation Orb's pretty filler. So we have 4 artifacts, 1 enchantment to sacrifice to Baba, and that doesn't include treasures, of which we can make 2 treasures with Ghast. And 1 with Bounty. Okay, so we have like 7 non-creature, non-land things to sack to Baba the Saga. That's not bad. I think we can cut 1 more card here. I think 17 lands is reasonable. Oh, this Swashbuckler also makes a treasure too. Okay, so we have plenty of ways to make this relevant. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do run these Incessants. I'm completely overlooking the fact that Baba the Saga is a combo with the Provocation as well. Right, so maybe instead of the Chain Devil, we run Provocation. I guess I can cut Mind Spike. I like this card, but I need to find a cut. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So we have Ghoul and 2 Baba Sagas as ways to sacrifice for Provocation. It's kind of medium, but seems fine. I don't know if that means I'm supposed to run both of these, though. I mean, I have a ton of removal in this deck already, right? Like, we have 13 creatures, and then we have Bounty, 2 Plagues, Fury, Fire. Do I have any more removal in my sideboard that I'm not running? Kind of. Yeah, Chain Devil. Okay, something like this looks good. Oh, I thought I took a red land. Did I not take the red gate? No, what did I take over it? Saravok? I think I took Saravok over the red gate. Okay, never mind. Alright, so we get black, red, and green. So at least 8 of those, and probably at least 8 of these. So maybe we're only running 1 forest. 1 forest would give us what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then any treasures, so like 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably reasonable. Really wish this Navigation Orb was a Pilgrim's Eye. Yeah, because this is sacrifice up to 3 permanents, so if you sacrifice a Pilgrim's Eye, it covers both the artifact and creature. Should be okay, though. Honestly, we're a little bit more control-y than we are aggressive. I'm feeling like this Warcaller could be a cut because of that. You know? I don't think we're trying to kill people that quickly. Which also makes the axe a little bit less interesting, even though it is another artifact for Baba the Saga. Like, I almost feel like the dueling is better for this as like a combat trick from our small creatures. Then maybe I just do run the Mind Spike or something. I need more creatures here, don't I? 12? 12 is like okay. But yeah, I think cutting the Warcaller makes sense. I don't think this is necessary though. Not with 12 creatures. Maybe the Hook Horror is okay. It's also a fine sacrifice with Baba. And then just maybe getting the Reckless Barbarian for a random piece of ramp is fine as well. It should be fine. Oh, you know what? No, no, no. With double Shambling Gas, we want the Chain Devil. Yeah, let's leave that back in. One Incessant's fine. We'll run the Chain Devil. Yeah, go like that. Alright, submit this, and we'll go to round 1 here of this Baldur's Gate draft, though. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this drafty. On the draw, with a hand that looks okay. Got a 1-drop, a 2-drop. Need to find a red source, but should be fine. Should be a-okay. The Borsky Tollkeeper. Well, they know I only have 1 more land in my hand, so I guess they should probably be choosing the swamp. Indeed, they did. That's fine, we'll play that tap one out. Good draw, obviously, at the mountain. Make them use their 1-mana removal spell if they want to attack with their 3/1 here. Although the 1-mana removal spell we assume they have is that... Oh, wow. That's a good deal for us. They must have another 1-toughness creature in their hand. Really, that's the only reason that makes sense. Okay. We're just gonna go with the Swashbuckler here. I assume versus red-white I should just be trading off when possible 1-for-1. If they play like a 3-drop creature here and then go for the white removal spell, we'll just kill their creature in response. As expected. And that's going to mean we only take 1 damage there. Perfect. And that's a deal. Okay. Now we're looking pretty good. We have first priority on the board. That's fine. Ooh, the Hook Horror is a good draw too. Yeah, I think we're going to play out the Horror and not do anything out with the Saravok this turn. So we can turn this into a red or a black. Again, black is normally just the baseline here, but we do already have a couple creatures in our graveyard, so wouldn't be the worst to discard a red card. But obviously keeping the Bonecaller Cleric makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so if I steal this, I assume I get the creature in my hand? Seems like a good deal to me. Awesome. It's a cute little combo with menace, or not menace, double team creatures. Warriors of Tiamat, sure. So we'll obviously trade the Hook Horror away here. That makes sense. And I guess we're going to do red here now, because we don't have another choice, really. Discard that. Go ahead and just smack out. Easy race in our favor, so I don't mind doing this. Okay, nice. Got the first round. Worked out rather nicely. Get our 1 tick. And we are 1-0. Apologies if there was a brief cut in between the deck building and the round. I accidentally restarted the video, so hopefully all is good now. On to round number 2. On the draw, hand looks good. And looks very good. Even got, ooh, all of the artifacts for the Baba Saga too. A little bit of fixing in our hand as well. The opponent just straight up mills 4 cards. Okay. So we don't need to play out the Rabble Rouser. I like running out the Prophetic Prism here, trying to find another land. Since we have the Navigation Orb in our hand as well. Well, didn't find a land. Which obviously is not ideal. And they have a way to gain life. That's no good. Yeah. Alright, we're already pretty far on the back foot. Sheesh. Okay, good beats. Well, kept a 2-lander, didn't find a land in 5 draw steps now. Pretty brutal. What you got, friend? Interesting. Okay, well, I'll block like this. That works for me. Obviously, not getting a treasure kind of sucks, but getting rid of their fatty kind of makes sense, I feel like. Another Gray Slad. Oh, maybe that's why they were fine. Man alive. Okay. 6 draw steps, no land. I mean, maybe they run out of resources. Like, if I find a land next turn and they don't do too much else, our overwhelming number of resources we have will take over the game. Okay, so we can trade here, bounce here. That's good for us that they're just playing out another one of those. There's the land. All right. I think it's best to probably just pass here and hold up removal. Yeah, in case they have something of their own. Let's go ahead and just take care of the 4-1. I don't mind taking 2 damage. That's fine. Man, still can't find lands, huh? Okay, I'm gonna play out the Swashbuckler this turn. We can trade away with their Prowler, and then gives us a 4th source to Grim Bounty. In case they have a fatty this turn. Obviously they get to draw a card here, which is not great, but... Man, 1 land in this few draws kind of sucks. If they pass, I'm going to assume that they have a couple of removal spells stranded in their hand. So that would be nice. Okay. So we can use this opportunity then to not bother playing out a creature like Baba Saga, because we can assume that they have a bunch of removal in their hand that they can't use on anything, so... Okay. Nice. Let's go with Prism here, try to find a land, and then just Dragonfire the Bard. And we want to do this on our main phase in case they have a pump spell. And this is exactly how we wanted to line it up. I mean, now I'm going to run out the Baba Saga, sure, and if they have a removal spell, they got me, but... If they don't have a removal spell here, they're gonna lose. Okay, well that worked out rather nicely. We got completely mana screwed, but luckily we were able to use all of our removal. And then we just ground them out. Screw beats flood in a prolonged game, as they say. Okay, on to game number 3. We're on the play this time. Good looking hand. Certainly not a mulligan. Turn 1 shambles, turn 2 prism, turn 3 we can fury if we want to. Okay, well now we're getting the opposite problem of last game, huh? Knoll Hunter. Yikes. Okay, well now we've had the opposite problem. 3 lands and 3 draw steps. That is one that we want to kill for sure. Shepherd just draws way too many extra cards. Ooh, we drew Baba Saga though. Okay, well now we're gonna slam that instead. That's a great draw. Okay, sure. So... is it better to kill the Minthara, or is it better to kill the Shepherd? Probably better to kill the Minthara here, would be my guess. And then we're going to pass. So I can sack like the Ghast, the Prism, and the Fury end of turn. Get back there. Minthara, or they can hit something better. Wonder if they want Owlbear instead. Minthara does have Perpetual, so they would get to draw an extra card from the Owlbear Shepherd immediately. Surprised they didn't. Yeah, this is fine. So creature, artifact, and enchantment. Make a treasure. Sewer Plague's a good draw. Go ahead and dragon the Knoll Hunter. There you go. I guess the problem with sacking both the enchantment and the artifact is that I don't get to utilize the Baba Saga again until I find another artifact or whatever. Alright, no blocks, we'll take 4. Yeah, and then I use the treasure from the shamble. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't right. Sacking all those non-creature permanents, probably not the best play I made. Ow, okay. So they're gonna draw a card from the Shepherd here. That's a good draw. Because that Swashbuckler gives us an artifact. And I think I like Sewer Plaguing the Owlbear now. And the reason for that is it'll shrink on their turn as well. Yeah. Playing that black dragon on the turn that I did was really bad. Oh well. This is going to be a little bit scary. Interesting. So I think I'm just going to make the quote-unquote obvious blocks. I'm not going to block either of the Null Hunters. I think that's a little bit too scary. And then if they do like a combat trick, we can always use the Bobulus Saga to sacrifice and get some extra value that way. Opponent's very close to dead though, depending on what they do here. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I will end up taking 3 trample damage now, but I think this is worth it. Very close to lethal. I guess the right play here is to attack with both. Assume that they're going to chump. That's fine, they take 4. And then since they're at 5, I think we want to go Book Horror here, plus hold up Dragon's Fire. And that's the safest play. Obviously, if they hadn't blocked my Owlbear last turn, or with their Owlbear last turn, we would be able to Red Dragon them and kill them instead. Oh, man. Recording at the end of the day and versus the beginning of the day. I feel like super mellow, super, yeah, just... Anyway. There's no middle ground. It's either record a video, drink coffee, have your brain be fried, or record later and have it just be... Actually, no, it's fried now, and now it's the other time. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling now. This is what happens when it's late at night and I'm recording. Anyways, next game. We are currently undefeated. We're on the draw here with a pretty decent looking hand. Whenever your opponent pauses with 1 planes open, or whenever I should say they get priority like that, it's likely they have that 1 mana trick. The one that deals X damage to a creature, where X is the number of creature you control, and then it takes away all abilities. Just like insider information. I think it's probably worth plaguing the Myconid here, just to take them off of some mana and fixing. Myconid's pretty darn good with that removal spell though, but... Okay, well, I got another. That is very annoying. Yeah, I'm actually happy to trade here. Trading with 2 of their tokens effectively weakens their removal spell. And so now I can play like the Saravok out this turn and they won't be able to kill it immediately, you know? Gives us an opportunity to potentially blow them out if they like play at a random creature and then don't kill Saravok. Which they did, okay. But if they had like waited for some reason, then we'd be able to like Dragonfire in response, you know? Not attacking with the mic in it is interesting. What does that mean? We really need to draw a land there. I'm worried they have a pump effect then. I want to use Dragon's Fire on the Circle of the Moon Druid, but if they have a pump effect, we're going to have a bad time. Okay. But now it's attacking? I'm so confused. Ah, I see. They were just holding up indestructible. Fair enough. Okay. Thankfully, there's our 5th land. The Hook Horror here is a pretty good blocker. So I think we play that out instead of doing the Sewer Plague. And then we can Sewer Plague their flyer next turn. Yep. That's fine. I will snap trade with that. I like the attack. I mean, they get in for 5. Oh, they get in for 4 instead. They're just trying to push damage. So all we need to do is survive. Really wanted to draw a land there so we could cast the Navigation Orb out as well, but we are very close to stabilizing, and now we are not. So we need to find another removal spell for that. I'm happy to trade or eat here. Take 4. That's fine. Keeps our Hook Horror alive for another turn. That was actually a decent draw as well. Okay. I mean, if they brick for a turn or two, we might have a chance. We go to 2 this turn if they smack with everything, but the Horror goes on the Giant. Ghoul blocks the 3/1, eats the Horror. We take 2. There's our next land. So we can either play Babala Saga here, or we can play Red Dragon. Let's see, chump, eat, eat. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So this goes on the battlefield, and then we want to put the forest in our hands so we can play this out untapped. They go. Nice, I think we stabilized. Just throw that in front. Okay, ping them for 4. And I guess now we probably double, like 2 4/4s double block the Herd Gorger pretty well. That's not a good sign. So they drew a trick. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna put the 4/4s on the 1/1s then, and hope that they didn't draw the +3/+3. Okay, they did. Good beats. So, I mean, on the previous turn I could have double blocked with the Sepulchre Ghoul and the Babala Saga on the 7/6, but I didn't think that was winning, and then they top decked to trample. Not much you can do there. Thought we played it correctly. Go to next. On to game number 5. Yeah, it's a keepable hand. Thanks to Prophetic Prism. Damn dragon animations. Blue dragon. Okay. I think we're we're gonna lead on the Rabble Rouser, because if they don't play anything that can effectively block it, we get to immediately attack and get another token. Or rather, another copy of it, and that works fantastic. Great. And we're gonna play Prism here and play the Shambling Ghast out. And with the Ghoul, we can sacrifice the Ghast, kill the looter that they have. It's pretty annoying too. Oh, they have a bunch of looters. It's a decent draw. I'm gonna save that for something fat later on, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and play out the Ghoul this turn. And just kill off their Eager Scholar right now. I think is the right play. And we'll just say go from here. Saves the provocation for a fat creature that they play out, you know? Good draw. Nice. Okay, so let's attack with everything. See how they handle it. It's a little bit surprising to me. Okay, we'll go ahead and plague the looter. Pass. Ghast. There they go. That needs to die immediately. That's a very scary card. I guess we kill it with provocation. Oh no, Dragonfire is too good on that, right? Yeah. And we don't want to reveal, so now we just attack with these. Okay. Another one! Holy smokes. Very nice. Alright, well, we'll have to take that one then. So hit him down to 7. Stack. That's good. Only one card left in their hand now. We drew a red dragon, so... I have a bunch of different ways we can play this, but I guess we just want to attack with everything. Okay, that's great. Make a treasure, get him down to 2, and then play out the red dragon. The only thing that gets us is the counter. What I could have also done is, with the Shambling Ghast, shrunk their 3/3 that was blocking my 1/3, and then pumped up my 1/3s to play it a little bit safer, but I like going for the kill there. Okay, 4-1, not bad. Not bad, not bad. We are finally on the play. Hand's a little bit slow, but we've got good interaction, so this is keepable. I guess this interaction's on until 7 mana though, but, you know, whatever. There's Baba Saga, nice. And we do have plenty of non-land, non-creatures for that one. I don't mind trading here. Ooh. It's fine. That makes it a 4-3, and then we'll just Sewer Plague it next turn. So it can't just keep growing out of range. Another 2-2. Okay, we have the Babala Saga with the Incessant Provocation. We missed a land drop, though, here. We really just need to draw lands with this hand. Hopefully they don't kill Babala Saga, because if they don't, our next turn's going to be insane. Not what we wanted to see, but at least it gives us a treasure. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass here. To play out the Hook Horror, I have to sacrifice one of my treasures, and when I have 2 black dragons in my hand, I don't think that's right. Okay, so they made the Horror, enter tapped. Go ahead and take another 2. If they pass here, I'll go ahead and just Sewer Plague the Toll Keeper, since the 3-1 is more effective versus my 3-3. Alright, that's good. Interesting. They know I have 2 dragons in my hand. Are they gonna +2/+0 it? Yep. Okay. Obviously they have a huge life buffer on me, but... I don't think I have a way to remove these, so I think we're actually supposed to, sack the creature to get in our graveyard for, Saravok purposes. I'll wait 1 turn, play out the other black dragon, but just getting out another 4/4 flyer is not a bad thing when they're not doing anything. Although, one might assume that they're not doing anything because I have another black dragon in my hand, you know? Okay, so we're gonna Rasad and specialize it immediately. I like that. So that turns into a 4/4, right? Yeah, Alright. So we're gonna need to find something here, and that is perfect. Cool. Provocation. Attack for 4, and then sacrifice it. They did turn my dragon into a 1/1, but that's fine. We're obviously very far ahead here. Still think it's right to hold on to the black dragon. And that's good enough now. Nice replacement removal spell draw as well. Fantastic. Okay. Not dead here, but dead next turn. GG. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, Black Dragons putting in work there, and then the top deck Ghoul, once we had the provocation, our opponent finally played a creature, was pretty good. Move on to 5 wins and 1 loss, so... Our deck's not very bomby, but it's got a lot of good removal, and that's going to take you pretty far a lot of the time, you know? Ooh, okay, this hand's okay to keep on the draw because we have the Fury on turn 3, so we're probably not going to fall too far behind unless... I was going to say unless they have exactly that Warcaller card, and that's unfortunate. Now I'm guessing we're already dead. Turn 1 Warcaller on the play is so disgusting. Especially when your opponent doesn't do anything the first couple, like, come on. I'd say good game, but this is anything but. Okay, well, funny thing is, I was going to Fury their Warcaller, but now that they have a second one, it just makes more sense to play out a creature. Our hope here is that they don't have too many big cards to give haste, and that we can just grind out with what we have in our hand. So, like, we'll do trading here. That's fine. And now I'm going to Grim Bounty the Immolator this turn. I might take a lot of damage next turn because of the gift. But using Gift of... rather, using Grim Bounty there unlocks our Black Dragon next turn. Okay. And I think that's definitely what we want to do. And we're almost stabilized. I'll block. Did they not realize it was going to get -1/-1? Wow. Or maybe they didn't realize that this couldn't hit blocking creatures, because that was really good for us. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm going to run this out. And I think I'm just going to get my dragon back immediately. I think it's too risky to wait, but just getting out a 4/4 flyer is really nice. We want to draw like Shambling Gas for this Chain Devil. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Send from Avernus is so busted. All we can do is sit back. Man. Alright, what you got? Oh, wait, what? Oh, that wasn't that bad. Okay. That could have been much worse. Hey, what a draw. So I can't attack because they can give their creature haste with that thing. Now, the creature would get minus... I guess I have to attack. Never mind. As much as it sucks, they have to draw a creature that has 3 or more toughness. And that doesn't... Oh, that just kills me because it already has haste. Fair enough. I had to attack, though. Like, if you sit back, you're going to lose that long term, so... I think the opponent just had a nice draw. Not much you can do about that. Remember, they were on the play that game with the turn 1 Kobold or whatever. And we were able to stabilize, but too much beats. 5-2 now? Okay, on to game number 8. We are on the draw. Hand is good. Turn 1 Shambling Ghast. That is what I wanted to be able to do. No surprise, red-black. Oh no, not again. So, we just have to kill that thing. We're on the draw. The kobold is too scary. Fire was a perfect draw for that. Into a pass. The ghoul here is not very exciting, but I think we do play it out over Prism. Cleric just dies immediately. I think Cleric is less of a 2-drop in these situations. Okay. So they're missing land. Interesting. I actually think I like using Grim Bounty on this then. Because they used Treasure to cast that. They missed land drops, so that's probably going to be their scariest thing for a while as they drew up Plains for the turn, which might render what I said irrelevant immediately, but... Okay, no plays. Play out the Hook Horror. Then just pass. I don't want to attack the ghoul into the Ghast. They use the ability and then I have to sacrifice the Hook Horror. Alright, they were just going to sack it anyways, it looks like. Okay, they have a lot of mana and a lot of cards now, so... We'll see if using that Grim Bounty on the flyer comes back to bite us. Pass. That might even be more terrifying. Combat. There is a Wrath type effect in white. I've heard there is a black one as well, but I've actually never seen it. But this definitely smells like they could have it. I'm still gonna run out the Swashbuckler though, but this might be wrong. I'm gonna hold the land in my hand for the Saravok. I'm guessing they're gonna have some kind of Wrath here. Oh? Did they really just not have anything? Oh, see, that's a bad play. What they need to do there is rather target my ghoul. Ghoul cannot sacrifice itself, but since they're targeting one of my other creatures, I can just sacrifice it. So that was a mistake on their part. Fine with that. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Saravok. I'm gonna use all my treasures here and do the black activated ability, pitching the swamp. And that's gonna fuel our graveyard huge. I'm good with that. Getting their ghoul offline is nice. But now my hook horror is on 1, so if they do have a wrath, I'm not going to have anything left. That's fine. We let that resolve because we want to keep the activated ability open and they don't get any of that perpetual since it was a 4/4 anyways. Now we just go Cleric. Return the Saravok immediately. Pump up the creature that we don't care if they target. And looking good. That ain't gonna cut it. I'll assume they're dead here. Alright. Now we go to the finals. We're 6-2. Try to get that trophy, baby. What will our final boss be? We are on the play for it. I will keep this hand, however lackluster it is. We can go, what, turn 3 Swashbuckler, turn 4 Orb, and immediately activate if we wanted to, for hopefully a quick dragon, maybe? You're probably supposed to mulligan this hand, but I've made my decision. It's a good draw. Maybe we can get a Baba the Saga game since we have 2 of those in our deck. Haven't seen them in a while. Knoll Hunter's fine. I don't mind trading here. Or that can get larger and pumps our Saravok anyways. Yeah, I'll go ahead and lead on the Saravok. We don't need to orb this turn. I'd rather get the creature online, especially since we have Grim Bounty in our hand. So if they play like an Owlbear here, we can just Grim Bounty and go to town, you know? Look, when you know, you know. When you know, you just know. And that gives us the mana to Black Dragon next turn if they have a 3 toughness creature, which would be lovely. Oof. Oh, I guess they probably discard a card immediately. Yeah. And since they target the prism, I can't sack it in response. Good play. Huh. What's the best play here? I guess just getting the 4/4 dragon online is good. What we want to do with the orb is grab a swamp so that we can pitch the swamp to Saravok to specialize it at some later point. That's too bad. Okay. Might just be worth it running out another 4/4 flyer. I think it is. Especially since we have provocation in hand. Like, even if they have one removal spell, we're still left with a quick 3-turn clock, you know? Yeah, they're in a pretty bad spot. Go ahead and grab a green here. And then we'll put the swamp in our hand. So first and foremost, they need to deal with 2 4/4 flyers when they're at 4 life. Secondly, we still have like provocation and whatnot. Nice. Okay, good stuff. We will take it. I do like the Babala Sagas in this on the splash. They had some good utility in a few of those games. Pretty classic red-black splash, though. Just like an AFR with treasures, you can really do anything, and with the addition of the Alchemy, you know, they've added a bunch more fixing that you can have, so not bad. I mean, this deck doesn't really have huge bombs or anything. I guess La Babala Saga is really, really good, but I don't think it's a huge bomb like some of the other cards. But yeah, nice little 7 winner. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you back tomorrow. More tube.